Hey guys, my name is Ray, and today's the day that we are here on My Couch Academia, and we're going to be talking about chapter 284 of Boku no My Hero Academia. And if you guys haven't caught up with the manga and you don't read the manga, please turn away now because we're going to be going into spoilers for sure. Now, before I get into that, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Remember to drop a like if you enjoyed it, and also let me know your thoughts down below because that is why I do it, to discuss this awesome manga and this story, and I want to know what you guys think down below. Another thing is I'm going to be doing a giveaway, either a fig pen or a pop. The winner will select whatever they want. So remember to subscribe to the channel. This is the road to 100. Even though, you know, we are very far from it, hell, we are trying to get there ASAP. Now, our boy Deku has finally grown up. Now, I am super excited to see where this arc goes because I very much see this, and I believe that this is the equivalent to Naruto versus Pain. You know, this is the arc where the world knows that Deku is a thing, Deku is strong, and he will be respected from here on out. Because we see that helicopters are recording, the news is, you know, basically covering this whole thing that's happening, this whole calamity, and it is insane that, you know, he went against Overhaul and didn't get any of the credit. Killer Stain, none of the credit. And so far, it seems like it's been a trend. But this time, it seems like Deku will get his credit. And with the #1 hero basically out of commission for right now, and Bakugo and them knowing that they can't do anything really to help while Deku's up in the air, it is getting intense. We also know that Giganto Maki is on the way, and we had a couple of really cool things in this chapter. One was a sequence where we see a flashback to Deku training with Uraraka and a couple of his classmates from 1A, and Tsuyu and Seo and whatnot. But to me, the cool thing is that this allows us to know that he has been preemptively training for these quirks that he knows that he has and might get. And we have some really interesting stuff here happen in this flashback, and I might have another video just to cover a few of them. But to me, one of the best parts of this was seeing how humbling it's been for Bakugo to train with Deku, because he knows that it is inevitable that Deku will pass him and that he will never be like Deku. And it's so interesting because we see that basically Almight knows this and tells him that he reminds that, in, you know, Endeavor and Bakugo have a lot in similar, you know what I mean? They're very similar. And to me, what's interesting about this is that it's crazy to always work your hardest to try to be the #1 with knowing that you'll never get there, you know what I mean? And it's an impossible task that Bakugo would want to achieve, but now that he knows that he won't be able to get there probably physically, he knows that he has to get there mentally and his character and just his hero mission in general. So that was really dope to see. We also see something very interesting and mysterious about the 4th user of One for All that is scratched off, and Bakugo calls All Might out on this, and I'm very interested to see what you guys think about this because I have a few thoughts. It could be either something very dark about the 4th user. Maybe he wasn't a good person. Maybe he had the power and it was the first time that the power was given to someone who didn't deserve the power or couldn't be responsible with the power. That should be something interesting to see down the line, how that plays out. Then we, you know, later on go into the present and we see that Deku is going all out versus Shigaraki, and he realizes that he has to end this as quickly as possible because he knows his output and his body cannot keep up with what he's doing, you know? And it's interesting because Shigaraki doesn't know that because he just got the power. And it should be interesting to see how this ends up playing out, right? Because we have Shigaraki, such a strong, powerful being, but he doesn't know. And Deku, who is younger, is more experienced with this type of power. So it should be interesting to see how this ends up playing out with Giganto Maki and them coming and looming around the corner, basically. I, for one, am very interested in seeing how the world receives Deku after this. That's probably one of the things that I'm most excited about because, as I mentioned, Naruto and Pain in Naruto Shippuden was the turning point for Naruto, where everyone in the ninja world had to acknowledge Naruto as one of the strongest shinobi in the world, right? And now that we see Endeavor knows basically that Deku is like a top and high end talent or prospect or student, and he sees that Deku is taking up the responsibility that he feels he should have. It should be very interesting to see how he is received by Endeavor in the future. I want to know also how Endeavor is going to react if he finds out about One for All and that All Might had this power, and you know, kind of how Bakugo felt in the beginning when he found out about Deku having All Might's quirk. It should be very interesting, and I'm very curious to see that. I'm also interested into why they're using Shoto in the way that they are. You know, I mean, Shoto very much might be able to put more out maybe than even Endeavor at this point. You know, he's fresher. He could regulate his heat, his body, and whatnot. We saw what he did in the UA tournament, so I'm curious to see if they give him a little bit more limelight, him and Bakugo. But like I said, this is a crazy chapter, and with Gigantomachia around the corner, I'm curious to see if they are going to take. This is how I see it playing out, based off of whatever we see. It looks like Shigaraki might fall in the upcoming chapters, and then Gigantomachia and the League might arrive and deal with the heroes that remain, and the heroes won't have enough, of course, for it, and they'll escape. I don't know how or where, but they will escape and give Shigaraki the chance to fight again against Deku and the heroes another day. But this is awesome stuff by Horikoshi. I'm super excited for next week. And to be honest, I don't watch much manga, but this manga is at the top of its game right now. And it really is interesting how we all thought probably that we're going to see Deku versus Shigaraki in a few years and how they're not comparable, but now we're getting like this epic battle. I can't wait for this to be animated, and it's epic sauce, man. This joint is bonkers. Let me know, guys, down below, what do you guys think about this chapter? Did you guys enjoy it? Do you love it? What do you guys want to see next week? What are you expecting? Like I said, if you're new to the channel, remember to subscribe, drop a like. It helps the channel hell a lot because we're new. And let me know in the comment section down below. I'm curious to hear from you. And like I said, we have a really dope exclusive fig pin, and we have some pops that we are going to be giving away for our 100 subscriber milestone. So remember to subscribe for that. From My Couch Academia, my name is Ray, and peace.